I love you too.
Bonnie Ross, 343 Industries founder and corporate vice president of Xbox Game Studios, announced her leave from the company. Went on to say, it has been an honor to serve alongside the team for the last 15 years and to be a part of the universe that I love. Thank you to everyone in the Halo community for your support. Halo's future is bright. I cannot wait for all of you to experience what we have in store and to cheer alongside you as a fan at the Halo World Championship in October.
I love you too.
So Bonnie Ross is leaving 343 Industries and is moving away from Halo. As stated by many news outlets and YouTube channels here, she is leaving for a family health reason. Now, we are all human beings, and we have all at one point dealt with a family health issue, and I do wish Bonnie and her family the best. Now, is this suspect, though, that Bonnie is leaving directly after the roadmap for the rest of 2022 was announced and the community had massive backlash? I myself covered this and really just asked the question, who is being held accountable at 343 Industries for the state of Halo? Now, I won't doubt that she has family members that have health issues, and from the announcement that she put out, she seemed like she was going to be staying on at least until after the end of this year, with her noting that they wanted to keep her on until after the winter update launched, and that the health issues just kind of moved everything forward. Now, to me, personally, this is really suspect, because when you are a corporate VP, the head of a studio, as deeply embedded into Microsoft as a company as she is, you can just take a leave of absence. You can take FMLA. You can take a sabbatical. You do not have to step down from a position of leadership permanently, which is what makes this, to me, suspicious that it is happening in the way that it is. Leadership of the studio is being taken over by three individuals, Pierre Hintz being the most notable because he is the one that has brought the Master Chief Collection out of the hole that it's in. The Master Chief Collection still has a lot of work that needs done. I've still been running into a lot of visual problems, specifically when playing Halo Reach and playing Halo 2. But it is in a much better state than it was previously. So hopefully under his leadership, along with Joe Staten, they can get the game up to a level that it should be when considering live service. It's not going to happen overnight, and more than likely, the game isn't going to be the game that it should be for at least another year or so. And with people like the studio lead of the live service saying that Halo is at its core a competitive multiplayer game, they still have a lot of misconceptions about what Halo is. And I'm hoping with Joe Staten there that he can kind of turn the ship in a direction that it had been before. But honestly, I am a little bit more hopeful moving forward. They're, of course, going to have to prove themselves and actually be able to step up to the mantle that they've set up for themselves. I have seen them more active on social media with making posts about the game. They're unfortunately advertising their in-game cash shop, which I really don't think they should be doing until the game is in a better state when it comes to stability and content-wise, with the game being kind of just barren as it is. I've said this and thought this a lot before previously. I really like Halo Infinite, but they released a game that would have been extremely popular in between 2001 to 2007 in 2022, when the multiplayer standards are much higher and much different than what they've provided. And there is something else that I would like to address, and this is going to come across as mean, and I don't mean it to be mean. I am kind of legitimately wondering. There have been a lot of people when Bonnie announced her departure from 343 and Halo, thanking her for the work that she had done on Halo over the last 10 years or so. And honestly, I don't really see why you would be thanking her for her leadership, for what she did for Halo. The only thing that she did for Halo was convince Microsoft not to shelve the product or shelve the franchise for an extended period of time. And within that time frame, we had Halo 4, Halo 5, and now Halo Infinite. We have the TV show, and while you might like individual games, and sure, I will admit that everything that 343 did wasn't terrible or bad, but overwhelmingly, the majority of the leadership decisions that were made when it comes to the game's directions, the monetization for the games has all been terrible, and Halo has fallen from a top-tier, multi-million played game down to a game that gets a few thousand players on Steam and probably roughly around 5,000 to 10,000 players on Xbox. The game is not in a good shape. If she hadn't convinced Microsoft to just put Halo away for a little while, that may have been the better move. You put a franchise away or you stop doing something when you're at a high point, and people will remember that. Now, when it comes to the members of 343 Industries thanking Bonnie, sure, I can understand why they would thank her. They have a job because of her. They're working at that studio because she convinced Microsoft to keep Halo going. So, of course, they needed to hire people, and that created jobs, and they're thankful for the jobs that they have. But when it comes to content creators, when it comes to just people in general that are posting thank yous to her, I mean, not to be mean, again, I wish her the best with whatever she moves to and her family's health situation, but it would have been best, in my honest opinion, to just let Halo go away for a while.